And here's James outside. The kick out to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Cleveland the rebound. Right side, Irving. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. LeBron James, number one.
You know, you hear the term point forward thrown around quite a bit, and I think it really applies to him. He's an excellent passer from that position.
Yeah, the offense basically runs through him, maybe more so than any other small forward in the league. I mean, he's counted on as their setup guy, and he delivers the goods more times than not.
Durant, wide open, he fires. No good on the three. There's the lob to the hoop, and Shumpert slams it in.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Durant drawing the double team. Here's Waiters. Now the feed to Cantor. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
They get it back. Outside for Durant. Stolen away. Here's Irving. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, and the steal made it pop.
And so that... brings the first half to a close. Thunder lead by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. J.R. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
The Cavaliers trail by 14.
Enes Kanter, originally from Turkey, some real promise offensively. Scores well on that left block, and he does a nice job on the offensive boards as well. At times he's even shown the ability to step out and space the floor. It'll be interesting to see how his game develops.
Here's Smith. Waiters grabs the miss.
That was a layup. You've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
And Cantor not a big leap at the shot clock, but his strength serves him well defensively.
Yeah, he's a good post defender, Kevin, because of those attributes. He holds his ground and has the length to bother and challenge shots.
For three, Durant. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Stolen by Durant. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Gets it to go. From beyond the arc. Durant's got 34.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
That's good. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Smith, no good.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Waiters with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Durant for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And he gets it to go. James has got 4 this quarter.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers, and he's got some great team leaders too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Here's Durant. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
It's stolen by Smith. And the Cavaliers.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Durant, here we go. That's good.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And oh, he hits the buzzer beat. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Clark. Witnessing a special time in NBA history. Two players in LeBron James and Kevin Durant who might be considered for best ever by the time their careers are even over.
Well, you know, they'll be in the discussion when you look at Kevin Durant's really unprecedented skill set for a player of his size. Man, he's long, he's 6'11", he can shoot it from deep, he goes off the dribble, and LeBron is 21st century video game player. I mean, 6'8", 260, speed, likely the greatest athlete in NBA history, and with a complete and elite array of NBA skills. He's really unprecedented in what he's done.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in the center, filling out the middle.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Russell Westbrook.
And the dunk by Westbrook. Amazing hops exploding to the bucket.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming. Up high and down hard. That's right.
That's right. You use it, brother.
Irving.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Durant wide open. He fires.
Kevin Durant.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Durant's got 51. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Kevin Durant.
Good on the shot.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Third three in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Irving misses.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
And stolen by James. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guards. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Nice shot by James.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Westbrook kicks to Durant. From outside the arc. That's good. Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.